So I'm going to prep my skin first. If you have acne prone skin, make sure you cleanse. I usually just double cleanse in general. In the daytime too, I just use a very gentle cleanser. The cleanser I'm using right now, it's a La Roche-Posay. I think it's the medicated gel cleanser. Yeah, I use that in the morning, and I only use a little bit in the morning. It's not the most, I guess, hydrating cleanser, but it does target, it is meant for acneic skin because it has 2% salicylic acid. Again, I'm gonna use this Nuskin Sodium PCA Moisture Mist. You've seen me use this. It's just very, very good because it's fragrance free, dye free, and it has a bunch of good ingredients for the skin. It has aloe, sodium PCA, which is a good skin replenishing agent, niacinamide, urea. Those are very good products for the skin. It doesn't break me out, it doesn't smell like anything, and it's just a really great product. It's alcohol free as well. I just spit this all over, and I find that it helps like just prep my skin and hydrate my skin well. And when you have acne prone skin, you don't want to really use a cotton pad to like sort of disrupt your skin a little bit more. It might cause even more flakiness. As you know, if you have like breakouts that are healing, you might have some flakiness going on. I just really like this to prep and tone the skin. And you can go ahead and like apply as many layers as you want. This product really does not leave any stickiness or anything. It just really absorbs into the skin and sort of quenches it for me. Next up is to hydrate the skin. So even if you're acne prone and oily, you still want to use a hydrating type of lotion. The one I'm using right now is this Sunjung 2x Berry Intensive Cream. This is by Etude House, and I believe it's alcohol free and also fragrance free and dye free as well, so it doesn't smell like anything. This Sunjung line is for sensitive skin and repairing. So I used a cream, and I used about this much, and I sort of just like pat it into the skin. And if you're in a daytime, you're doing a daytime routine, you want to go ahead and I guess use a sunscreen if you want. I use the Paula's Choice physical sunscreen, so I'll link that in the description below too if you want that. I use the Glossier rosebalm.com. It's like a slightly tinted pink rose balm. I really like it. It's not overly like shiny or sticky. Sometimes if I'm looking for my stuff or stuff, I just spray another layer of this onto my skin. I really find that it helps balance out my skin a lot. So next product I'm going to use is actually my favorite product at the moment. It is the COSRX Clear Fit Blemish Cushion. I'm in the shade 21. I think it's artificial fragrance free, so that's great. It has Centella asiatica extract, and it smells like it has eucalyptus, but I didn't check. You can check the ingredient list down below, but the last time I checked it was very low in irritants, and it also has physical SPF, so that's really great. I just find that the coverage is quite amazing. I like to use like a blender puff, so this is from the Real Techniques one. I actually use the tip to like grab the product, and a good thing about these puffs is that it doesn't like drag on the skin, so it really just helps bounce. If you have acne prone skin, that's great. For me, I find that this cushion has a lot of coverage, which is great, so I applied a puff like that. See, it's a little bit light in the beginning, but it sort of goes away. So compared to what the puff that they gave me, like this is how it will look like. Like this is definitely too much per application, I feel, because I find that the puff doesn't really control the coverage that well, so it's a little bit high coverage for me. So I'm just gonna use the puff to blend everything out. See how good the coverage is? It's like kind of crazy, and it doesn't break me out, which is kind of great. Because Joan got shade 23, I think, and when she applied it also, it looked really light on her skin. and then after a few minutes it sort of went away and sort of blended into her natural skin. And if you have acne prone skin, you just want to gently tap the product onto your skin and not, you know, drag it too much. I usually just drag it down the neck so it's easier, but if you want more coverage, go in and dip the head into the sponge again and sort of just like add wherever needed. I know it's hard to tell from my skin now, but I posted a couple of pictures on my Instagram, even on my story, with my skin like not looking its best. So you guys have asked me like what I do for my acne, so I'm just gonna do like, this is I guess my routine for like foundation for acne prone skin. Alright, next is concealing, right? So like now that we have all of this on, I'm going to use my Colourpop concealer for under the eyes. Just a very nice concealer. I don't use the same concealer for my acne and under the eyes, just because like acne concealers, I use a more like stronger one and medicated one, which I'll use in just a second. I use the shade Light Neutral. And I know I skipped primer, but if you're like me, if you're like acne prone, I only use primer like certain occasions where I want to look really blurred out. But if you are like me, if you want to wear makeup every day, like base makeup every day, I wouldn't use primer every day, just because I feel like it does sort of like, it's another layer on the skin that you just don't need. But for events, definitely. Alright, next up, I'm going to use a concealer from my acne. I have a small spot here, and just like these two right here are recovering. I like this Byebye Breakout Concealer. It's by ItCosmetics, and it is a treatment concealer. I think it has salicylic acid, but it says it's full coverage. I think it's like a medium-ish, but it is pretty drying, but I feel like it does treat my acne spots. So I placed that here. And obviously if you're like really breakout prone, do not use the tip. You can just put it on your hand and then spread it out. But I was just lazy today. I usually get some razor burns here, and the salicylic acid really helps. So don't use like a really light shade to try to conceal. Use a medium shade, yeah? Next, I'm gonna set everything, and I'm gonna show you a couple of my favorite powders at the moment. Obviously, I really like the Wowder powder. I've used this many times. I feel like it's just a great powder for overall. Just setting the face is just really fine, and it doesn't cause flashback, which is really great. So it comes with a sieve too, so it's nice. I'm in the shade light to medium, and when I first pick up the brush, pick up the powder, I put it on my neck first because it's sort of like more product, and then I slowly just like set everything, but just by tapping it gently. Next, I have this powder from ItCosmetics as well. This is the Byebye Breakout Powder. I believe this one has salicylic acid as well. This one's a little bit more drying, but it does help treat acne because it's pretty drying. Like, I only use this on like my acne spots, and I use sort of like a blending brush like this. I find that this powder is too drying for just setting overall, so I just like place it in my acne spots so it doesn't move the concealer around. I know these are a lot of products, and like you don't have to use all of them. Like, just use the ones you feel comfortable with. And for the cushion, if you don't have like an alternative for this cushion, I really like the ALMAY Clear Complexion foundation. The sad thing is it only comes in a couple of lighter shades, but it is a really great foundation, so I really like this one. I also like the ALMAY Clear Complexion concealer as well. This one's really great. This line is just really good. I'm in the shade Buff, but there's a lot of other shades. These two both have salicylic acid 0.5% in them, so yeah. I'm gonna top off with some lip balm real quick. So yeah, that's it. That's how I like to do my base makeup when I have like breakouts and it's good for acne prone skin. So really just balance your products out. I would say definitely between these two powders, I would go for the Wowder powder because I feel like this one's a little bit too drying. This one's more versatile, and I like the dispenser a lot more. This one is just like a regular sift, and that one is sort of like a bouncy thing where you can just like dispense powder as needed. So yeah, and also the cushion is really great if you fit the two skin tones that they come in. Otherwise, just go for the ALMAY foundation. And that's it for my really short, I guess, base routine for acne prone skin. I hope these products work. You can go ahead and use the same mist and set everything. It's just that when the mist is too close, I guess it dispenses really like big droplets, but if you hold it further, the droplets are finer, and I use that to set my face. I don't really believe in like alcohol setting sprays just because I feel like it does work, but it sort of like dries up your skin so much that it like throws it off balance, so I don't really like using those. But if you have to, like for an event and stuff, definitely go ahead. I'll do a cleansing routine next. I just do a double cleanse and then my skincare routine after, so make sure you cleanse your skin really well after wearing makeup. Alright then, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!